Hello, welcome back to GP's Odds and Ends. Jessica here. If you have been following along with my journey, I am a cash stuffer. I use the cash envelope system and zero-based budgeting to kind of take control of my finances, make sure that the bills that I have to pay every month are paid, and I'm not then looking for, a way to come up with that money, but then also using savings challenges and long-term type stuffing to save for things that I want to do in the future, or whether that be long-term or short-term. I am also on a journey to finish paying off my debt. Today, we are going to be doing a debt update, so I'm going to kind of do a little bit of a closeout and recap in regards to February and what my goals will be for March, including the debt update, of course. So let's go ahead and take a look at February. So first of all, for February, I'm not going to zoom in on this yet. I did do a February debt update at the beginning of February. So if you want to see all of the information regarding these totals and everything, then you can certainly go back to that video. So in February, in the beginning of February, I had about $2,026 left to pay on my credit cards, and my total debt was $65,098 and change. So my goal, since I was getting my tax refunds and everything, was to finish paying off that credit card balance so that I can start to focus on the school loans, because that's where interest right now is just killing it. If I don't start paying on the principals of those school loans, the interest that I'm being charged on the school loans across the board is more than the payment that I make every month. So it's never, if I just pay the minimum payment, the balance will keep going up and it'll never ever go down. So I really need to start focusing on those so that the interest starts to come down as well. So some of my goals, I didn't fill in a whole lot of this. I don't know why I never really came back to this particular page, but I wanted to continue to pay on my credit cards, focus on vegan 100% like vegan meals or vegan days, and I wanted to start walking outside as well. Now, the reason that I'm kind of focusing on my health in this way is because the last time I went to my primary care physician, my blood pressure was elevated. He wanted to put me on medication and I refused because I just don't like taking medicine. I have one prescription, which is for migraines, and I will try to do everything I possibly can to not have to take that pill. So I just don't like medicine being a Band-Aid for something that I can control or try to take care of by exercising and eating healthier. So he did send me to a dietitian. I had that visit, and she kind of went over information with me in regards to eating a more plant-based or vegan type diet, and that we don't really need to get protein from meat. We can get it from other sources that come directly from the earth. So we don't really need to have this is what I'm basing this on in regards to what the dietitian told me. So I kind of want to focus on that. I'm not trying to push that on any of you. By all means, your life, your choices. This is what I'm doing for myself. Okay, so with that as well, I did still use this. I had quite a lot of productive days, some days where I was just kind of tired, and I think I talked about that in one of my other videos. I was just kind of feeling a little bit down. I don't really know why, just, kind of is how it is. So for February, I wanted to have 10 days where I was over 5,000 steps. I only ended up having 5 days, so I missed that goal by half. I did also want to have 10 vegan or no meat, no dairy days, and I did quite well there. For vegan days, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 vegan days. So vegan meaning absolutely no meat or dairy or animal product. And for no meat days, I had quite a bit more. So basically, when I say no meat, I'm meaning like no meat, but possibly still dairy on that day. So I'm okay with, for me, the vegan and no meat thing, it's not an ethical thing, it's a health thing for me. So, I understand people out there that eat in this way because, they want to help improve the environment. That, to me is a positive side effect of eating in this way. But I'm doing it solely for my health. So, if I go out and, there's dairy or, whatever, I'm not going to not eat for just because of that. But I'm going to try to focus on having as many vegan meals as I can throughout the days. So I don't know if I'm going to continue to separate it out like this. I may just continue to track my no meat days. It's a little bit harder sometimes to track like the dairy part because just, some meals are, I don't know, it's hard to explain. But anyways, for the budget and finances part, I didn't really kind of keep track of this. I kind of keep track of some of that in regards to like when I do my debt update, but I wanted to pay off the rest of my credit cards and I wanted to complete at least 2 challenges in February. And if I look at the tracker, I completed 3, so I did surpass that goal. So let me take a look at the front here because I am kind of keeping track month by month where I met or missed goals. So, whoops. There we go. So we have February. I did make my donation as well, and I donated to a teen dating violence awareness. I will put the information on the screen in a moment, if I remember. And then my company matched that 11, so they got 22. So that is done. I completed the 3 challenges. I had over the 10 vegan days. So that, and then I missed over 5,000 steps. I only had 5. Okay, so that's kind of where I ended for February. Now to get into some goals for March, let's do the debt update first because this is quite exciting. So I'm going to zoom in. Now, first off here, you'll see that I wrote down all of my credit cards are paid in full. Now, that's not to say, I may still get some like interest charges, so I'm going to keep on the lookout for that, and I will just pay those off as they come up. But that is a possibility depending on, when I made the payment to kind of pay off the current balance and whether or not any additional interest will get assessed on that balance. So I will keep an eye out on that, but pretty much all of my big balances, if there's anything that comes in $5 or $10 or whatever, I'll just pay that off. So I'm not expecting huge amounts in regards to that. So I'm considering all of my credit cards paid off in full. So you can see here, my credit card balance is now 0 across all of my credit cards. And if I do happen to use any of them, I'm going to immediately pay them off with whatever I put into my shopping cash envelope in my bank account. So I do have in my bank account a category specifically for shopping. Sometimes you just can't get around, like, you know, if I shop online or anything like that, or Amazon, and I use my Amazon card, I'm just going to immediately pay that off before the month closes out with the money that is in my shopping envelope. And so at the top here, I'm going to start focusing on the credit cards. Now I have school loans. I have 14 individual school loans that equal to that balance of $51,573, which you can see down here. So my total school loan balance is of $51,573, but they're divvied out into 14 different loans. I found an Excel spreadsheet. It's called the Happy Giraffe Debt Payoff Tracker, I think, where you can put in all of your debt information and the interest rates, the due dates, things like that. And then on a separate page, you can sort them either by highest interest or highest balance. And it'll tell you based on those two different options. So it's basically the debt snowball or the debt avalanche. It'll tell you based on those two options how long it'll take you to pay everything off. So you could switch back and forth if one payoff method is going to be quicker than the other. So I really like that Excel spreadsheet. But I'm going to, because the interest is just kind of like increasing that balance so much month over month, I think I figured out that the interest that they are charging me every month is about $1,899, so just about $1,900 per month, but the payment that they're taking every month is only $147. So you can see how, I don't know how they can get away with setting it up like that, because if I only make that minimum payment, the balance just increases. It's never gonna go down, ever. So I know when I go onto the website, though, I believe that if I choose to pay by a specific loan, like make an extra payment besides the auto payment that they take every month, it'll come off of that principal instead of off of the interest. So I think that's the only way that I'm going to be able to ever get ahead with the school loans. But I have 4 school loans that are 4.8 interest, 4.8% interest. So it's actually loans 11 through 14. But instead of paying off, like 11 and 13 have a balance of $1,222. Instead of paying those off first, I'm going to focus on the higher balances. So I'm going to start with loan 12, which is $1,628. And whatever money you see me put aside from savings challenges or anything in regards to debt is going to go towards paying off that loan 12 first, because I really need those interests to come down. So I'm going to continue to pay on these 4 loans first until they're paid off, and then I'm going to start tackling the one that has the next highest interest. And we'll just kind of have to see how that goes. So my total car balance right now is $11,194. My total school loan balance is the $51,573. So I have a total debt right now of $62,767, but that is $2,330.97 lower than last month. So that is a huge accomplishment. I'm very, very happy with that. And then if I go down a little bit here, my plan for March is to start paying on the principal of my school loans, and I just put here loans 11 to 14, so that's basically mirroring what I wrote up above. And then just kind of a retirement checkup here. In my 401k, I have just over $34,000, and then in my CDs, I currently have $145. So my total kind of for my future balance is $34,477, which is up from last month by $1,394. So let's start getting into some of this. So priorities this month are going to be paying principal on school loans. I want to keep focusing on vegan eating. And I want to start walking. So I didn't really get to that. In February, it was just kind of really crappy weather, and where I like to walk outside. I love the scenery. I want to look stuff. It's hard for me to kind of like go to a gym and walk on a treadmill and stuff like that. I'd rather be able to look at things, scenery and stuff like that. So I may come back to like some of the rest of this and just kind of write things in as I go. But and we have Liz and Les's message: consistency, not perfection. So let's go over here to self-care and health. And I think my goal for this month is to start walking daily if I can. For down here, I already kind of put in here no meat days. So I think that's just going to be my focus. I'm not going to separate it out between like vegan and no meat. It's harder to keep track of. But for my exercise and fitness here, I want to kind of start focusing on that because I really need to start moving more. So let's see. We're going to do days where I have 5,000 steps and then over 5,000. So I really want to, I'm going to figure out, since I only had 5 days, let's see. I want to try to get, let's see, 10 days at 5,000 steps. And I have a Fitbit which tracks all of that. And then 5 days over 5,000 if I can. Yeah, I think that's a good goal. So far, I've already had my first paycheck for March 1st, so I've written that in. So goal this month, let's see, pay on school loan, and I think that was number 14 if I'm remembering. Nope, 12 is the first one. School loan 12. And let's see, since I have a magic month this month, I want to, let's see, do you think 10 savings challenges is too much? Ooh, let's go for it. Complete 10 savings challenges. So that's gonna be I'm gonna fill this in later. I need to make sure that I'm saving for my, let's see, it was car insurance, and I need to go back and look at the balances that I have already and how much I still need. I also need to save for my P.O. box, and Amazon Prime will be coming up in June. So this one will be due in April 15th. This will be due May 15th, and this is due June 27th. And then in October is when I get my car tax bill. and that could be a minimum of 500. So I think that's kind of it for the debt update and the goals. Let me know what you think of my plan in regards to paying off the school loans, and any other suggestions maybe that you have in regards to like some things that I should focus on. And it's hard to kind of think of, doing things for yourself. I think self-care is something that I want to start incorporating in. And then, we'll just have to go from there. But anyways, thank you so much for joining me and, keeping track or coming back to watch my journey. I truly appreciate all of you coming back and watching. Till next time, bye for now.